And I went over and I said, honey, what did you just say? And I said, honey, what did you say? I said, Nagoya, another time, another place. And he put his arm around me and said, you don't think it looked like this when I was here. He said, see, there was no naval base. Ed lived with MacArthur's army as a naval man. But he said, you don't think it looked anything like this. He said, the only way I could find my way back if I ever went off base would be through the smokestacks.
Wow.
So then that day we were involved in huntings around there, like where the samurai warrior had his home and was tore down. Ed was given the samurai warrior's hat and everything. It's downstairs, yes.
Wow.
Beautiful. So we were doing that. We were having dinner there again that night. And then on the way back, we were supposed to be going back to Tokyo. And we were going to drive back. We weren't taking the fast train. You know, they have the fast train.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should see how fast you get around there. Wow.
Yeah.
You really get around fast. I'd probably go to New York in 10 minutes.
Wow, my goodness.
And you go by Fuji and everything. So anyway, we're going. And I said, we're not going back the same way we came. And I said, Susie, this one guy, Susie, he was the chauffeur. Susie, are we going where I think we're going? He said, yes. They got permission to go through the archives, their media people, to go through the archives to find right where Ed was.
Really?
Everything there is brand new. It's brand new. It's painful too. And that area is all boarded off with great big fences. It's a Mitsubishi warehouse. That's where he lived with MacArthur's army.
Wow.
His office was like on a second floor. They lit it. Nothing had changed. The wainscoting, nothing. They had it all lit. He got emotional. He got
I'm sure.
very emotional.
Yeah.
He walked down the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Then he came back and he put his arm around me and he said, this is where I was standing when I got the word that Judy was born.
Wow.
And then he walked up and he said, and this is where the Hat Creek came in, the ship that took me home. On the way back on the plane, he said, honey, we just made full circle in our lives. He collapsed soon after we came home and never regained.
I'm so sorry.
But why did God let all of that come to us? Why did he really allow all of that for us to go back there
Right
again?
in a full circle.
We made,
The closure.
we just made full circle in our lives.
Wow.
He was a guy, he would never, a clergy would say to him, mainly clergy, not the lay people, clergy would say to him, you're psychic? No, I'm not psychic. He did, he was, of course, but never used it and never said anything about my wife. My wife is psychic, but I'm not.
Wow.
Yes. But even he had knowledge and insight that was really incredible. Really incredible. You'd have to know him
Right.
to know that. But I guess, as you say, it was destiny.
Mm-hmm.
From the 23rd of June, 1943, until I lost my husband in 2006. I took care of him for 4.5 years. He was full care patient. That was his room over there behind, right there. That's our bedroom, but the room where the hospital bed was right over there. And there's Ed right up there. That's how Ed lived just before he passed, right up there on top. And that's how Ed looked when we were married.
Huh.
That was that naval picture. And I'll show you our wedding picture.
Wow.
That's our life.
So that was a beautiful story.
Really.
That's really who we are.
Again, it's been an honor to talk with you.
We're two people that I guess God had plans for.
Absolutely. Can I ask you, not to get off that, but you obviously came in to know Father Bob.
Yes,
And
that's
how,
been a
how did
pleasure.
that come about?
Oh, that was wonderful. I actually met Father Bob through Paranormal State,
Okay.
and we became friends right off the bat. See, my maiden name is Moran,
Mm-hmm.
and Bailey. You know, two Irishmen, you know, when they get together, they don't separate real fast. So, in fact, don't forget, I'm going to Ireland in November. My family is from Ireland, and so we're going there. So when I was talking to our parish priest, he said, "What part?" I says, "Northern." Northern. A good Catholic like you is going to Northern Ireland? I said, "Father, be a little more open-minded. My relatives came from Southern Ireland, but I'm going to Northern Ireland to the university to speak."
So you feel like that was some sort of destined meeting as well? I know
Oh, yes.
you said, Father, that there are no coincidences,
No,
that
there's no
things
coincidence.
always happen for a reason.
And then at one point in our career, oh God, I don't know how far back, 1974. So we were probably at that time, regarding going public, that happened in the very late 60s. And then we started, well, the day that started was the day that changed our lives forever.
We're running a little bit out of time, so I want to thank you very much. We've been here in Monroe, Connecticut with Lorraine Warren, Father Bob Bailey, and for those of you who don't know Ed Warren, Lorraine's husband, we do have a photo of him here that we'd like to show everyone. This has been a talk about her life with Ed, their experiences. It's been such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for this.
You're
This has
welcome.
been an honor on behalf of myself and our group.
Thank
Father
you.
Bob, thank you. For those
Mary
of you
Poppins.
out there,
Mary Poppins.
as he calls it, the paranormal Mary Poppins. With that, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lou.
Good night.